Hey everybody!
Well, take a gander into the seat next to you if you want to see what your future looks like.
Today is Wednesday, August 14th, best day of the week, new comic book day. I've got 12 on my pool list, courtesy of R&R Comics in Houston, Texas. How many do you have? Drop me a comment below. I'm JB and welcome to another edition of What's On Today with Discovery Bay, home of the YouTube Comic Book Community Channel Guide. This is the show where I'm going to share some of my top picks from the sea of comic content that was released yesterday. Then I'm going to run down a lineup of content creators that are either releasing, premiered, or going live. Now halfway through that lineup, we're going to break for a segment titled the Instagram Tag of the Day. And then finally, to close today's show, I'm going to grab a random package from that crazy, stupid pile of comics I still have left open in a segment titled What's in the Box Already? So, let's get started with a quick recap of yesterday's highlights. There are links to these channels in the description below. These channels have been discovered. Okay, I'm crazy busy today, and the lineup is packed. So, for the first and only item on the recap, head over to the Count Von Strange IV channel, because he released a video yesterday titled Marvel 80th Anniversary Captain America Walmart Figure. Let's take a look.
I'm scared to move it a little more than that. One of the cool things... Uh-oh. Did I break it? What's going on, everyone? Welcome back for another strange review. Sticking with last week's theme of Walmart exclusives, we got this week the 80 years of Marvel Walmart exclusive Captain America Marvel Legend. This is probably the figure that I wanted most out of that wave. Unfortunately, now that I have a couple, it's not the one I like the best so far. But
yeah, I was only able to find the Iron Man so far, and I'm also trying to collect this series. So anyway, to see this entire video and more great content from Count Von Strange IV channel, click the link right here. Okay, now let's get to today's lineup and find out what's on today with Discovery Bay. All of these times are listed both Pacific Standard Time and Eastern Standard Time, and there are both video and channel links with timestamps in the description below. Today there are 14 shows in the lineup and 7 of them are still going live. So, first up at 6 a.m. Pacific, 9 a.m. Eastern. Over at the Joe Ryan Comics channel, Joe released a video titled Once and Future #1, Boom Studios Comic Review. I watched this and it was terrific. Okay, at 8:30 a.m. Pacific, 11:30 a.m. Eastern, Matt over at the Boy Who Had 7 Talks Comic Books channel released a video titled 2019 DC Want List Update. Snagged my biggest book yet. Man, you're having a great year, Matt. Alright, at 9 a.m. Pacific, 12 p.m. Eastern, over at the Comic Core channel, Drew Manchu premiered a video titled Drew Manchu's Comic Book Reviews Powers of X #2. Now I can't wait to get my hands on this book today. Okay, at 10 a.m. Pacific, 1 p.m. Eastern. It's Wednesday, so head on over to Jeff Comic 813 channel and learn some Cantonese while watching the next episode of Cantonese Comic Wednesday, aka CCW. You know, this is the series where Jeff shares his comic haul and then teaches us some Cantonese. Check him out at the links in the description below. Alright, at 3 p.m. Pacific, 6 p.m. Eastern, head over to the Comics with Bueller channel for a video titled New Comic Books Releasing August 21st, 2019. Marvel and DC Comics coming out this week, weekly picks. Okay, at 4:30 p.m. Pacific, 7:30 p.m. Eastern, over at the Mr. Miracle Comics channel, Dave is premiering a video titled 10 more undervalued comics for August 14th, 2019. Let's stop by the chat during this live event and leave him a thumbs up. Alright, at 5 p.m. Pacific, 8 p.m. Eastern, over at the 90MF Comics channel, we should be getting a live stream titled 90MF Comics, Comic Book Reviews, Spec, and more. So let's join Chad, my yo bro, Javi, and D Hyde as they sit around and talk recent comic book reads, comic book speculation, and variant covers. Alright, well this is the halfway point in the lineup, and it's time for a new segment titled the Instagram Tag of the Day. And today's tag comes from Cobra Comics 84, and he tagged me for Webhead Wednesday, and he came with a Spider-Man issue number 55. Now I decided for Webhead Wednesday to post my Silver Age Amazing Spider-Man issue number 78 from November of 1969, first appearance of the Prowler, and I tagged Caleb the Comic Smurf Murphy, Comic Foo 2814, Just a Rican in his comics, and Reggie Collects. Alright, that was fun. Let's get back to the lineup. At 6 p.m. Pacific, 9 p.m. Eastern, oh yeah, over at the Lords of the Longbox channel, TiVo and the Lords crew are going live with a stream titled Hulu and Disney MCU Leaks Lords of the Longbox Live. So the Lords of the Longbox are back with the Black Knight Report and dropping big scoops in the world of comic book TV and movie news. Werewolves by Night and Knights of the Moon? What? Come on, man! Also at 6 p.m. Pacific, 9 p.m. Eastern, we have a newer channel named Metaphorical, and they should be going live today with the next episode of a live stream titled Night and Nerdy. So let's join them in the live chat and show our support. Alright, also at 6 p.m. Pacific, 9 p.m. Eastern, Brian and Jack over at Simple Man's Comics channel are premiering the next installment in a new series titled Comic Book Hot and Cold List for August 14th, 2019. So Brian and Jack seek out hot and cold picks from the authors and contributors of the comicbookinvest.com and compile those inputs into a consolidated list each week. That's the list they'll be sharing with us tonight during this live premiere. Okay, at 6:30 p.m. Pacific, 9:30 p.m. Eastern, over at the Economics and Comics channel, Billy is going live with a stream titled The Funniest Comic Book Auction Ever. Crazy, rare, sick comics, come join the fun. Alright, at 7 p.m. Pacific, 10 p.m. Eastern, we get yet another live show, and this one is titled Comic Core Unlimited, over at the Comic Core YouTube channel. So join JD, John of John's Comics with Kids, and Jason of Comics Misexplained for the next edition of this live show. Tonight they host two very special guests, Chris Rao, and I'm probably messing your name up, I apologize, and Ace Knuckles, creators of Magnus the Brave. And this is going to be fantastic. You're definitely not going to want to miss this one. Okay, at 7:30 p.m. Pacific, 10:30 p.m. Eastern, over at the Unpressable Defects podcast channel, they're going live with a stream titled Unpressable Defects 168, What Now? Part 2, an Epilogue. Alright, well the last item on the lineup and the last live show that I know about starts at 8 p.m. Pacific, 11 p.m. Eastern. It's Wednesday, man, you know what that means. New Comic Book Day Book Club. Head over to John's Comics with Kids channel as John and Alec of White Whale Comics host special guest Rod from Just a Rican in his comics, and they review Reaver issues 1 and 2. Alright, well that's it for today's lineup. Now for another edition of What's in the Box Already. And this is totally off script. And I do have this one from, it just says Mail and More Great Service, Stockbridge, Georgia. You know what, it's probably eBay, obviously. It looks like we've got Detective Comics number 600. Detective Comics number 600. And then we've got Batman number 500. And then we've got Thor 239. Thor 239. I wonder where I got those from. I wonder if that was an auction or something and I'm missing it. Anyway, that was fun. Thank you for taking the time to watch me and our channel today. Please visit me on Facebook and Instagram, where I'll be posting this schedule with any ads and or changes this afternoon. We've also got a Patreon page if you're interested in supporting the channel. Now, if you enjoyed this video, please give me a like. If you know of anyone that might be interested in this information or may want to be included in the show, please share this with them. Also, drop me a comment below on how I can improve the show, or if there's a channel out there that I should be watching. Now, if you're not already a subscriber, think about subscribing so you don't miss any of this great new content. Who knows? You may find your new favorite channel today. And as always, don't forget, we had a good time. I'll see everybody later in the chats.